All right, guys, this is Josh coming to you again here in the city of Oregon, or sorry, the state of Oregon, in the Gorge area here. We're about 80 miles east of Portland in a little small town here in the Dalles. I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an updated review on the tires that I had bought for my 91 Lincoln Town Car. These are tires that I really recommend as we're getting close to winter again here in Oregon. So pretty much what we're looking at is I'm looking at giving a review today on the Cooper Starfire SF340 tires. Now these are the tires that I ended up trying out on a whim, mainly because of the price was so cheap. I paid about 60 bucks a tire for that. And that was an excellent deal. Free shipping and all included on Amazon. So with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and list the pros and cons of this tire. First off, the pros. This tire did excellent in both the wet and snow, and even surprisingly good in the ice. A lot of times you don't expect such good traction on ice, snow, and wet waters with an all-season tire. The braking. Assuming you have fairly decent calipers and brakes and rotors, everything for your suspension system is up, and running properly, this tire performs excellent. I was surprised how well that my car performed. I had a 91 Lincoln Town Car that had absolutely zero ABS brakes on it. The whole entire module was malfunctioning. So I had no way to actually, no support system there. It was just straight brake on tire. And the tire performed exceptionally well. One of the benefits of this tire was being able to make corners really well for having such of a standard tire feel. I was extremely impressed with how well it actually performed going up hills. Up here in Oregon, there's a lot of hills. You find yourself sometimes with most tires getting stuck on some of these hills because either the amount of snow that's caked up on there or it's just too slippery with the ice. This tire performed exceptionally well on its own, just with the tire by itself, exceptionally well going up hills. And one of the things I experienced that I really enjoyed about this tire was the fact that it kept me safe. Being a new driver here in Oregon, being, prior to this, being a California driver, Oregon is an entirely different type of road. It's got the pavements a little bit thicker. It has a type of coating that's a little bit different than the California roads. Also, these roads tend to curve. Like they tend to seep downward. So instead of that being a flat road, like like California, Oregon has a road that tends to seep a little to the side and allow you, sometimes that allows your car to kind of pull to the right if your car is not aligned correctly. These tires went ahead and balanced perfectly. They aligned them perfectly. This car was ready to go. And so those are the pros of this tire, as that this tire performed in a way that was safe. I wasn't expecting anything special with this tire. So this tire performed in terms of safety outstanding. And I think that when they're looking at this review today, go ahead, and I want parents to mostly watch this one, or just anybody that's looking for a tire that is actually safe to drive in the winter but don't want to pay the expensive cost of winter tires. This tire performed extremely well. I'm probably going to be putting it on my 2014 Corolla again this year because I was surprised how well it performed and the cost of what the difference is. I mean, $65 a tire versus paying $100 and something for a winter tire, and it performs just as good, if not better, than the winter tires. The cons, however, are you're going to feel everything on the road. This tire is not going to neglect any part of it. You're going to feel every single ounce of rock, every single part or patch in the road. Every time it takes a pothole, you're going to feel that, not as much, but you're going to feel it. And one of the better things about it is it lets you know that your tire's on the ground. In the wintertime, I'd rather be able to feel more of the ground, knowing that I'm still attached to it, than not have to feel it. I'd rather be able to have that safety. Another con is that after the winter was over this last year, I noticed after I checked my tread wear level, I lost 60% of my tread wear in a single winter. From a 10.2 inches, whatever, however they measure that, down to a whopping 4 to 5, depending on, because I had my tires, so it was rear wheel drive, so it was 4 on the rear, 5 on the front. And so technically you want to switch your tires out usually around 3 to 4. So all that tread was gone. Now, keeping in mind, I'm not a standard driver. I'm a very enthusiastic driver. So these tires were going 40 on the snow. I know that some people are like, Josh, you may want to slow down in the winter. No, I'm confident once I know how my car drives and being able to balance that. But this review, again, is based on the tire. And I got to say, out of all the reviews on this tire performed excellent in the winter weather. and I highly recommend you give it a shot. Again, they're the Cooper tires, the Starfire SF340. If you're a parent out there that has a kid that's looking for a safe tire to drive in, you know, go ahead, and I recommend these tires to give it a shot and see what they're like. And again, it's maybe a preference, and maybe the factor that I have a 5,000 pound car almost, but again, you can't go wrong paying 60 bucks a tire. It is a reliable tire, it is a safe tire, and that's really the goal it accomplished for me. If you have any questions or comments below, go ahead and let me know, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have, the best of my ability. Thank you so much, guys, and take care and have a great day. All right, cheers.